Oh yes, you're welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran history. In fact, those issue of every time people will come out and they will try to sabotage the good job Simon Ekpa, the good job Mazam Kano, and the good job Ngozi Arabeze, the thing they are doing for them to just we don't really understand. In fact, well, what is there is that God will keep doing everything. Everything will be good. According to the headline, it says, why United States of Biafra nation freedom is installing the role of Biafran saboteurs. Why United States of Biafra nation freedom is installing the role of Biafran saboteurs. In fact, don't skip any part of it. Try to watch it for you to understand everything that is happening, because this video is full of a lot of information and a lot of things to tell you and to reveal to you. That is a shocking incident that happened in Imo State at Omo in Imo State. But after it happens, then at the end, some of the saboteurs, some of those who claim that they are speaking for the Igbo, they now come out and start claiming that it is the IPO members and the Commander Gentle boys and the other group that did it, that it is not the Fulanis that did it. In fact, this our lady, she's going to explain to us a lot of things that is going on in Imo State and how it happens and where it also happened. In fact, don't skip any part. Make sure you watch it for you to understand things that is going on in Imo State right now. As about to watch, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things going on in Biafra land.
Yeah, he lost in the police. Boy.
Omega live.
He lost.
Yeah, now
he lost.
This thing now, two he lost.
So
security he lost.
We did here. Now come out and catch come out, but I look a bullet.
Come when you level one film.
The bullet. Lenum the madon, Lequeno Mado, Lequeno de Mado, Lequeno de Mado, Lequeno de Mado, human being a quadrero, Lequeno whom I follow human being, no, Lequeno Guy, Lequeno Mati Bemo, Henry, police officer, yeah, police officer. Yeah, our police officers, so yeah, our police officers, so the Queno, Jesus, the Queno police officers, so they can't go, they can't go, man cannot moto, man
and I am back again to share with you now situation report. My people, Obroberi Hemere 2 days ago in Imo State, Nafuto, and some other community dina kukueba. Una funa this little video clip. Una anugi ihe kwuru. Ya ora agboko bu ozu ndị mmadụ na agboko ihe a. Ihe nji wee tinye video na-agosi ọkwanụ dị ozu maka YouTube guidelines, and ihe nji wee tinye ya bụ na asụrụ ya n'ọnụ Igbo, so YouTube oya he dictate nwe ya. So my people, oburu obere ife mere. Mana the reason nji wee weta this update narrative change go kwa. Everybody follow the headlines for the update from different Nigerian news media. No ISWAP bihe bata n'Imo State wee kpa ike a wee gbuo ọtụtụ ndị be anyị, gbuo ndị uwe ojii, gbaa ndụ mmadụ ha gbara ọkụ, mee so many things. Kita Ikenga Uragu and the Ikenga and his colleagues with Udele Lolo Nneka na ndị ọdịka ọ dị ha change go the narrative. Ha si nọ ndị ESN In other words, no gentle, no Biafra Liberation Army, no ha mere ihe a mere na Imo State. Say, hey God, kedu ihe Igbo ji wee dị ụta? Kedu ihe Igbo ji like ya ire were blame atụ nwanne ha n'ahụ? Even mgbe ndị ọzọ gara asị na ọ bụla nwanne unu mere ihe a, na-ekwenụ ndị outside no ha mere ihe a. Ihe ha sị bụ na ugwu Hausa eteka n'Imo State, that the north is very far from Imo State. If there is any state that's supposed to experience something like this from the north, no Enugu State, no ya dị nso from the north. And for that reason, na ndị mere ihe emere ụnya na asị na ha yi black, no ndị Biafra Liberation Army. Chai, ụmụnne m, nke a gbawara m obi. Moving on to the next update, video na trend since yesterday. Wee sị ka m wetara unu ya ka unu fụkwa ihe na-aga. Nke anụ asị nọ na Ebonyi steeti ka o mere. Gọvanọ Ebonyi steeti ọpara ego ọ na-eri, ụmụaka na-ata afụ, ndị Ebonyi na-ata afụ. Watch ya video ụmụnne.
Oya Bekuru Bono, duties at home. Number 1 says, I clean and arrange my room. All of you say, I clean and arrange my room. Number 2, I tidy up the living room. Number 3, I wash plates and spoons. Number 4, I wash my clothes. Hello children. Number 1 says I clean and arrange my rooms. Mile kuchajolo mo me doje ya dogono re. Odorayanta. Yes. Number 2 says I tidy up the living room. I'm not really more like that. We more like I need to share. I'm not sure. If I tell you, I'm not
okay, do this one for me.
Number 3 says, I wash plates and spoons. Master Jeffrey, Master Agolo, and I need the Jerry. Number 4 says, I wash my clothes. Master Jeff Famogono, Master Jeff Famogono, sources and functions. Food nutrients. Food nutrients are substances. Finding in food that nourish the body. Food nutrients. Sources and functions. Food nutrients. Sources and functions. Food nutrients are sources found in food.
Science and technology. Say it all of you.
Basic science and technology.
Again.
Basic science and technology.
Basic science and technology. Our topic is types of things and their uses. Say it all of you.
Types of things and their uses.
Types of things and their uses.
Types of things and their uses.
Again.
Types of things and their uses.
Again.
Types of things and their uses.
The types of things are.
The types of things are.
Number 1. Insidious. Number 2.
Watch ya here.
Oya Bekuru Bono,
Videos on
Number 1 says I clean and arrange my room.
ya lolo nne ka na ndị ya na-eme Nnamdi Kanu na-eme my room. Chema ha na-eme ya ka ha natara ego wee chena onye ọzọ ka ha na-eme wannan nwoke a na
The living room.
the popular gospel
Number 3, I wash plates and spoons.
biko take your time gị watch ya video ka ihe nna ya nke echefuru na ọ dị oke mkpa you like your video anyere ya ka tụsara share it so that be aware of this news.
aha m bụ Chika Ọkpala Ọmanne ya. Igbo na-eme onwe ha, ha si na oyibo. Ha sịghị na ọ ndị Hausa na-eme ha, ha si na ọ ndị Yoruba. Ha kpọọ Yoruba, ha si na ọ Fulani. Why na ọ Igbo kacha eme onwe ha? Oke nna dị ụlọ na-eti ala Igbo ma oke ihe na. Ndị Igbo ji wee tụọ ilu si, okorobịa na-asị ibe dịkwa mma, onye ka ọ ga-akazi mma? Ọ dị ọkpara ya? Mbani. Ihe ji maatụ bụ mbọ niile a Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-agba ka Biafra nwere onwe ha n'obodo a, mana ndị niile na-arachapịa m n'ọchịchị obodo a bụ ndị South East achọghị iji ntị n'ihe aha Maazị Nnamdi na-ekwu maka Biafra. Ndị onye gafere ogwe ha so ogwe gbajie, ndị ọmụ onwe ha ama ha ndị ọzọ. Mana Nnamdi Kanu ihe niile ọ na-aha ma bụ ọbara isi abara agụba ka ọ dịrị onye ọbụla mma onye ọ na-ekwu n'obodo a. Mana majority of ihe niile nwere ọnụ okwu n'ala Igbo na-asị why ọ ga-echi iru n'aka Nnamdi ka Biafra ga-eji bịa. Nwatakịrị nya ga-ewetara anyị Biafra, ha wee ṅụọ iyi sị kama ji abụla ọkụ nyụọ, kama ya sị nọrọ ebe a nọ, kama Nnamdi ga-asọsid. Igbo na-eme onwe ha, ha na-achọ onye na-eme ha. Na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka nọ n'ime ụlọ mkpọrọ tata bụ n'ihi ndị ya na-arachapịa m n'ọchịchị obodo a, maka na ha che na Nnamdi si n'ụlọ mkpọrọ bata ala Igbo na ha ma nwezi ọnụ okwu ma na-asị asị. Nnamdi bụ onye eziokwu. As far as ị na-agwa ụmụ Igbo eziokwu, gị na Nnamdi bụ ofu. Igbo na-eme onwe ha, ndị kwe ndị ekweghị. Ọ ya ji ala Igbo isi aja aja tata. Kama ọ gaghị abụ m ya kwa, kama ọ gaghị abụ nke a ga-arọpụta n'ala Igbo ịbụ prezidenti Naijiria, ya kwa ndị ji ka jiji ya. Igbo na-eme onwe ha. Mana chetakwani na onwe ọba kpọọ ọba mkpọkọrọ, agbata obi omegide were gụrụ ọkụ. Gbuo dike ụbọchị ihe ike achọba dike. Eji si na egbuo dike na ọgụ ụlọ mbọsị ọgụ ezi ama chọba dike ọgụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu odogwu ọzọ Igbo ndụ dike na dimba. Anyị sị ka Chukwu okike abịa ma chewere anyị ụtụtụ ehihie n'abalị n'aha Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị. Amen. Igbo kwenu, Igbo kwenu, Igbo kwezuonu.
Congo lost, where Congo lost, where people home.
Let's talk about this particular video that happened at Imo State yesterday. To be honest, this is not our people. We hear this particular oppression because I have been seeing a lot of narrative that have been spreading all over the social media. A lot of people, even most of our brothers, are saying non-Igbo we hear Maria because Fulani herdsmen cannot come to Igbo land, that the distance between Igbo land and the northern part of Nigeria is too much, and that Fulani herdsmen cannot because they are scared of entering Igbo land. Let's just analyze this particular incident. Okay, I got this intel yesterday earlier this morning around after 12. That was when I got this particular intel from most of my people, most of my followers. They sent me the video, and people that were inside their room, they videoed it. They were panicking, they were screaming. There is no sound in this particular one because they are presently there. They are presently there. All those ones that they are adding sound, all those ones are just, to make the thing for people to continue to panic. But this is the real video. And according to the information, they said a whole lot of bike. These particular people, they came with big guys. They came with bike flooded all over the place at Futo. They were crossing, but the thing is that they say that they did not enter inside the school premises, but they attacked within those areas where the residents are living. That was the reason why India Jiwe capture her. They were able to capture these people, and they were panicking and they were screaming. If it's our Igbo people that did this particular thing, they will not, this particular length of Okada will not be displayed. Kebe ndị Igbo shi ebute bike. How many people in Igbo land is driving bike? We are talking about hundreds of bike here. This is hundreds of bike. I saw the particular post from our brother Justice Ozobi. Brother, these people are not, they are not ndị Igbo. Ihe abụghọ ndị Igbo nwanne. Ihe abụ ndị bandits, pure bandits. Ihe abụ ndị Fulani herdsmen. Ihe and the bandits, because ha kpuchiri ihu ha. Another thing is the bike is too much. Kedu ebe ndị Igbo asị na ndị Igbo bụ ihe na-eme ya? Kedu ebe ndị Igbo ji gabuo all this bike? Ọ bụrụ na ichete, Nigerian government pụtara wee sị that na ha na-eme operation gịnị clear the bush n'ala Igbo, that they are chasing away all the Eastern Security Network in the bush. Okay, after that incident happened, the next thing Nakita was these Fulani people. If you can remember when Ijele gara na this same Imo State, Ghana emena ya na ndị police na agakwa n'ọhịa achụpụ ndị ESN. After the whole thing Nakita, ọkwa ka this particular incident bịara mewe. Abịa sị na ọwụ ndị be anyị wee ihe na-eme ya, to the extent that these people gburu more than 14 people. Everybody is crying. I cannot post the video here. Onye ọbụla na-ebe. Ihe a bụ ndị bandits. And ndị Nigerian government, ndị Nigerian police ka gịnị, all they are trying is to chase all the Eastern Security Network that can actually come for help, that can actually come and help ndị Igbo as it is now. And they have finished, they have, finalized in chasing them away. Oh yeah, this Fulani herdsmen, they have the impetus, they have the authority to do and, do whatever they want. A lot of people are saying that the distance is very far. I want to tell you that there is something that happened at Emene. That thing that happened at Emene is that the Fulani herdsmen had a big load of trailer, buru Fulani herdsmen, biane Emene, biawosaha. Big trailer buru ha bịa wụsa ha. Ihe m na-agwa gị wụ, people videoed it and sent for me. Buru ha bịa wụsa ha. Okay, if the distance is far, if there are security personnel that can actually hunt them from entering Igbo land, why did that one enter? Why did they enter? They came peacefully with their Okada, with everything that they need. Nothing, nobody stopped them. It seems that this na ihe awo ka eme investigate of man ihe aga bụ ndị Igbo. Ke ụdị ka ndị Igbo ga-ebu this kind of bike? How many Igbo persons nwere this type of bike? That is ndị Igbo niile nọ n'ala Igbo ihe a na-emezi wo banditry. Is that what you are trying to tell me, bro? No, now let's talk like people that have sense. Ihe a bụ ndị Fulani herdsmen. Ndị Igbo emechago business ha ka ọfọ ịga mobilize wa ihe hundreds of bike. Hundreds of bike. We can mobilize what people, how many people we can mobilize till we meet hundreds of people in Igbo land, they gotta be ready to come and do this particular thing. Let's use our head, I beg. Thank you.
Exactly I don't know. Like I don't invaders, Fulani terrorists, but I know. So my people, I don't know what you think. Can you look at all these things? Make it Basala yani for na video because drop your own opinion in the comments. If you like your video na basaya because to saya tiyaka na share button. Kumunda does always to go away for. Thank you so much for doing so. I'll be back again very soon with another latest update.
Oh yes, that is it. This is something that is going on in that is happening in Imo State, Futo in Imo State, Omalu Marco. So that is how it is. After everything, some people, like the people of Neka Lolo and other people that they have already called, that they start claiming that it is Gentle Boys, the Biafran Liberation Force, the Dr. Ngozi Araboeze men, and the Mazem Kano boys that did it, that is doing it. So that all those things that is happening that none of them is caused by Fulani or by those bandits that is moving everywhere in Nigeria. That is what is there. In fact, a lot is going on. And also this our brother that explained a lot of things to us. The problem Igbo is having is their self. This their self. They are sabotaging everything by themselves, claiming that they don't know what is happening or claiming that they love one Nigeria. We know nobody in Igbo land accepts Nigeria. Nobody. Everybody wants Biafra to be. Only the politicians, those that is making money, those that is embezzling the citizen money, and those that is eating from the poor man. They are only people that will be telling you that everything you are seeing in Nigeria is very, very okay. But inside their mind, they know nothing is moving. Nothing. So, he has already said the whole thing that is there. What is there is that Igbo is the problem of itself. That is the main problem there. In fact, I would like you to watch this video for you to understand things that is going on in Biafra land.
Good day viewers, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, bring you the very best. America celebrated Israel independence yesterday, and the representative from Israel to America, on his special speech and global speech, he said he recognized Biafra on the global stage, and this is currently buzzing the internet. He spoke thoroughly about Biafra and gave them confidence that Biafra will definitely come to a successful ending. Biafran evangelist, this is coming out yesterday in America.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from, depending your time zone. May the Lord bless you all the days of your life in the name of Jesus. I remember humble self, that Biafran evangelist. Unto you all, may God bless us. It is a very good kudos and huge omen, and it shows the respect and the honor that Biafra has gained globally in the world, because this world, this country called Biafra, this struggle, the agitation of Biafra, this freedom we are talking about, has gotten, in fact, it have reached the neck of we, the Biafrans, the indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB. The thing has gotten to our neck. And it surprises me that up to this very moment, that we are still talking about this. I thought maybe by now I would just wake up in my own country called Nigeria. But it's quite unfortunate that I'm still, in the country called Nigeria, still hoping to have Biafra. But nevertheless, God's time is the best, and I believe that the time of God is now, no other time rather than now, and that is part of my prayer point, that I should be alive to witness the coming of this Biafra issue. You understand? And based on what just happened yesterday, the president of America, Donald Trump, was supposed to be in that meeting. You understand? In that celebration, that wonderful ceremony that took place yesterday in America, irrespective of America respecting, acknowledging the independence of the freedom of the Israel. And today now Israel is marking, they are 78 years. They are not even up to 80. So, and if you watch the distance between their time and Nigerian time, it's just a difference of, if I'm not mistaken, it should be 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, or 12 years different. But look at where Israel is today, and look at where Nigeria is. That's to tell you the very huge different demarcation between us, based on the kind of the leaders that we have, we allowed in the corridor of power, based on the sentimental mentality which the Nigerian government allowed to rule the country. And that is to tell you that the level of their mentality in this side of the country is not working. And we, the Biafrans that are the Nigerian Israel, that needed to exit, has to leave this country. We need to exit from Nigeria so that the originality of us, just like Israel, will emerge out. And I give God the kudos that that man that just recognized me through the speech, and he threw a reference regarding to our freedom, the Biafran freedom. The next thing, Donald Trump will have already marked Nigeria, and after the tour which he traveled to China that we round up today, definitely he will be returning by tomorrow he must be in America. So the next place and the next plan and the next thing will be Nigerian genocide per se. You know, they have already picked Nigeria as a country concern, and you and I know very well that then the America have already made up their mind with the concept of Netanyahu of coming to build their tent to have their military base in the southeast, and which they themselves with the Mossad and American special squad already prepared and planned on how they are going to come, and whereby when they landed on how to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from the dungeon of Nigeria for his life sake, and whereby having this kind of plan and this kind of strategy, and even this man making this kind of speech, you know, making mention of Biafra in a meeting, that kind of ceremony, tells you how deadly the Biafra is, the Biafran nation and the Biafran people, because Israel before now have gone through their map and they discovered that there is a place in their map that carries, you know, and recognize Biafra. So then Netanyahu have already said that before now that they are going to come for their lost tribe of Israel that is in Africa, and that Africa are the Biafrans in Nigeria, which happen to be the people that Nigerian terrorist group is facing under this government, you know, making sure that they, you know, buy them. You can take a look. Remember what happened yesterday? Go and do your findings. Yesterday there was a rapidicary shooting yesterday, which led about 50 Biafrans, you know, to early grave, you know. So for how long shall we continue on this? And with this, I remember this part of the reason why Orabeze herself went to, you know, the other time I told you that she went to meet some people to sign some documents regarding to Biafra, and at the end of the day I discovered that part of the signature, the document carries in a paragraph whereby opportunity is given to Nigeria for a negotiating table, but it is not going to be taking place here in Nigeria, probably either in Kenya or maybe America thereabout, whereby Nigerians will have both Larimo and every other agitators, you know, and all these freedom human rights activists, both Pan-Africa and co. Everybody will be on the round table to discuss, so that there will be no further killings again, according to her and the document released. So far so good. I am happy. Maybe it's one of the reasons why that Biafran issue was mentioned in that ceremony, and I am happy, and I'm looking forward, keeping my fingers crossed to see what will be the end at the end of the day.
Well said, Biafran evangelist. A picture is currently trending on the internet, and Alex Barbie, the US lawmaker, has come out to really condemn the picture of Nigerian military men in the eastern part of Nigeria with armored tank and fully armed. The man has come out to say, what is the military doing in the eastern part of Nigeria where there is peace with armored tank and fully armed, instead of them to be in the north where the Christian genocide is currently happening? What would you have to say concerning this?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. What the man has said, thank God for him speaking from his conscience. He wants to clear his conscience. And this has been happening, you know, when we are saying all this, people never believe, especially all those people in the international side. They don't always believe. But thank God this one is coming out now to say, look at somebody like Imo, although he will be part of the people that will be with the Orabeze in that negotiating, sitting dialogue table. He is going to be part of it, and every other person on that very day, if eventually Nigeria, you know, agrees, because it is going to involve both UN, both EU, both Pan-Africa, both AU, because all this group have already condemned the acts of Nigeria, even the kind of illegal justice that carried against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, illegal life imprisonment, you know, all these things are going on. And happen say all this. The man is pointing this one. The man just started. It has been like that for so many years. And the reason is what still remain reigning, that the Igbos, the Biafrans are the problem of Nigeria becoming unofficially before the eyes of the world as an Islamic nation, being recognized as one. So they need to, you know, wipe out that generation. They need to wipe out that particular ethnic They need to wipe out that particular tribe that is disturbing them for not allowing them to have their the conquest in full. So that is why you see plenty armies with armor tank as if they were going to war. Yes, it's already a war. And when it comes to southeastern part of Nigeria, Tinubu and co have what their mission is the conquest, and that conquest is to conquer Igbo. And that Igbo, that is why under his regime, invited America to give them training. After training, he pushed all of them. Or you go and kill all the Igbo people in their land. And that is why you and I are seeing all those armor tanks, seeing all those well-equipped, both bomb, all those missiles, push them down to east to go and kill those ones, so that there will be nothing like Biafra again. No, Nigeria is good. Do you know what Tinubu is doing? Do you know how much Tinubu is pumping to the congressmen in order for them to shut up, to stop talking about Biafra? Yes, I'm telling you the concrete fact. Most of these things they cannot come out and tell, and you cannot see it in media. And Nigeria is full of propaganda and they are full of lies. Tell me one particular thing that Tinubu has said that is truth. A Yoruba man asked that question. And up to today, no one. Tell me one particular thing that Nigeria as a nation has come to present that is pure truth. Mention one. Up to date, no one. And that thing, because they have never presented anything true, that is why the truth is haunting them. And that is why the country cannot move forward. It's not a call, but that is the reality. And that is what is playing, which you and I are witnessing today. Nigeria no feel better, and it can never be better. And that is normal. So far so good. Glory be to God for what has happened and what everybody is witnessing. Thank God for social media. Because if not for social media, do you know how many years Nigeria and the British has been lying against the matter of Biafra, have been deceiving the world, that makes the world not to pay attention, not to pick attention, not to pick interest up to this very moment. Thank God, time have given to them, and they have exceeded their time. Nigeria have exceeded their time. The limit time is what they are having now for the judgment to have its way. And it will give me kudos and joy and happiness and celebration coming on the May 30th. Let us hear where we are waiting to hear what Aloy Ejimako is going to give to us based on the news, coming from Sokoto prison. Then after that, then we wait and see what Donald Trump, after returning from China, let's see what he has on his table regarding to the Christians, the surviving Christians, those of us that is still alive, that is still breathing in Nigeria, whether God will now use him to do the needful.
Oh yes, that is it. In fact, the problem they used to have, the Nigerian government used to have, is that whatever that is happening and whatever that is going on in eastern parts in Biafra land, that the international body they used to pick it, the US, the Israel, and the other nations, they used to pick it and they used to look into what is happening, mostly the human rights that are in Nigeria, and all those banditry, buying of people, destroying farmland, and they chasing away people from their villages. Everybody knows the cause and everybody know the people that is behind it. But after everything, the government, they will come up and they will lie and lie against everything that is happening, that is going on. And it being that the US Congress, they did not see, or they are not seeing what is going on by now, we don't know how they would have covered this. The way Biafra evangelist explained it, that is the way it is. Well, everybody is in the hands of God, watching and looking, hoping one day that God will help. I would like you to comment down below what do you think about the thing going on in Biafra land. Like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things going on in Nigeria. I will say thank you for watching.